Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this graphic and they want to know how to draw the shape and how to put the dots around the inside. I think I can get it pretty close. The dot part's pretty easy. The shape is just trial by error. They said it doesn't have to be the exact shape. But anyway, I drew I'm going to put in indexing lines, and then I'm going to draw a rectangle. And I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page. I'm going to select it. I'm going to go to Object, and I'm going to convert it to a curve. I'm going to grab the Shape tool. I'm going to grab those two nodes, and I'm going to add a node. Corel automatically adds one on this side too, which I would have to done. Select it all and go right here to convert them to a curve, and take this and just bring it up. Now, this only works because I'm going to only work on a quarter of it at a time, by doing this. So I'm going to take this handle and go downwardly. I'm not worried about that right now. I might be a little bit tall. I'm going to go here and take this out and bring this in. Now this has a little curve to it. So I'm going to take my shape tool. I'm going to select that node. I'm going to go to Windows, Dockers, and Corners. And I'm going to try, let's go 0.7 and hit apply. Give it a little bit of a turn. Now, if you remember, I'm trying to make it symmetrical. So now I'm going to take my virtual segment delete key and delete everything on. So what has happened, the indexing line has stopped that from happening. Control D and make a duplicate. Get the two-sided arrow and go. I didn't hold down the control button. And then you have that shape. Grab both these, Control D, get the two-sided arrow. Once again, I'm looking at the screen and not my keyboard. Hold down the control button. There you have that shape. Now we can take away our indexing line, and I want to make sure it's sealed, so I'm going to fill it in with blue. Now I'm a little bit different in shape. They got a little bit more pointed, but I think they're going to get the idea. Select all that, hit P again, and put that in the center of the page. Left click, right click. Now, before I make this outline big or thicker, I'm going to give me another hairline, and I'm going to go to Effects and Contour. Let's contour, let's go 0.7. That's too much. Let's go back to 0.5. And this all depends on how big you want your dots to be. That's really pretty close, so let's go 0.4 of a contour. Now I need to select it all, go up to Object, and break the contour apart. Now we need to measure this inside shape. And I am going to go to Windows, Dockers, Properties. And if it's a curve right here, it'll tell you that it is 43.75. I'd really rather have a little bit closer to a round number. So I'm going to go 100.1%. And see, now it didn't do enough. Let's go 100.5. Look at that, we're at 43.97. Let's just try it. 100.55. That's about as close as you can get. So that is 43 inches, basically. So let's make a 1/2 inch ellipse. So right here with our ratio lock, I'm going to make it a 1/2 inch. I'm going to fill it with black and take away the outline. Now we could either use the object to path, or we could use the blend. I'm going to use object path. So first of all, you want to open it up and go to Effects. So excuse me, object to path. And then select your object, Shift select your path. And we want it's a 1/2 inch. We want a 1/2 inch apart. So we're going to go 44. Now, do not, after you hit apply, don't hit it again. I make that common mistake. I get impatient, and I'm not letting Corel do it. It's having to place 44 dots evenly through there. So give it just a second, and there we go. Now, it's not perfect, because that dot could really be more so over there. Not really happy with it. This, see, it's just a different amount. Oh, you know what I did wrong? If you remember, it's 54 inches, but we already have one, or it's 44, but we already have one. So now we need to do it again. I always stress that point, shift select, and it's whenever Corel says duplicate, it means it's going to keep the first one. So now it's going to have 44. It should be more equal all the way through. And like I said, again, it takes just a second, 20 seconds, but it's well worth it. Now, what I like about object to path is, and you can try the blend tool. The blend tool might not put it as evenly as this does. Look at that. That's in the center. That's in the center. Now what you can do, what I like about object to path, we can get rid of that path. Now we can make this line something other than a hairline. A little bit thicker maybe. And that's, mine is quite a bit different, but they get the idea, hopefully. That's pretty cool. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.